everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are getting close to, let's go here. There we are. We're getting close to Christmas. Are you ready? Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Okay, there we go. All right, had a little reverb there. Thank you so much for joining me this morning to talk about your LinkedIn headline. As I try to get back up to here we go. I'm so glad you came today. My name is Monica Howard with Monica Howard Social Media Services. I help small businesses increase their digital presence by maximizing their social media currency. So, welcome. Welcome to this live talk today. We are going to talk about your LinkedIn headline and how it can help you attract your audience, attract customers, attract business partners. We are broadcasting live today on LinkedIn. We're broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. So before we get started though, I need you guys, and let me get back there. I need you guys to go ahead and connect with me. So if you're following me or if you're on LinkedIn, make sure you go ahead and connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm also on Facebook, and I'll go ahead and throw up my email address as well. Let me go ahead and put that up on the screen so you can see it. Yes, connect with me, and I'll go ahead also and put that information down in the comment section. So please do that. There we go. I'd love to connect with you, love to hang out with you, see what you're talking about in those spaces. You come to me and see what I'm talking about in those spaces, and I'm going to continue to give you valuable information that will help you on your business journey. Okay, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about LinkedIn with businesses. Now, I know that there may be some of you all on this live today that are not business owners. That's fine. I will say that I am focusing this on business owners today because it's a little bit different the way business owners need to navigate LinkedIn, but it will still help you. So I would suggest you stay, take a few notes. We're not going to be here long, but we got some information to go over. So let's see here. So we're talking about LinkedIn, and we're talking about LinkedIn when it comes to business. I got my chai. Okay, so we're talking about LinkedIn when it comes to business. And we know that LinkedIn is very important when it comes to businesses, especially those of you business owners that are here in a business to business capacity. That's the product or service that you offer people. And so it's very important that you have a good presence in this space. Let me show you, if I can, one stat. Now, if you know me, you know I like to talk about stats because I want to see the numbers. I'm sure you do too. But let me just show you this one stat that I think that will be interesting to you. Okay, so 49, remember that? Or you can even remember 50. It's close enough to it, right? The percentage of C-suite business executives who say leadership content on LinkedIn fosters business deals, right? Let that sink in for a minute. 49. Half of the business executives on LinkedIn. And what that means is those decision makers go to LinkedIn. They're trying to find whatever it is they need in their business. They're looking for it on the LinkedIn application. They're looking for you. And so the question becomes, if they're looking for you, how are you showing up in this space? How are you presenting yourself in this space? How are you showing up, and what are you doing in this space to make people stop when they've got their smartphone and they're scrolling? What is it about you that's going to make them stop and say, okay, let me get a little bit more information? And that's what we're going to talk about this morning. So before we go there, though, we're getting ready to get right into it. Please remember, guys, if you have comments, if you have questions, please put them in the comments section. I will be reading them as we go along today. Let me just see here to make sure. Okay. So make sure that if you have any questions, you have anything that you need to say or you need to share, this is a sharing environment, okay? So I'm going to be giving you some great information. If you have some information that you need to share with everyone or that you think will be helpful, don't hesitate to put it in the comments, okay? Because I don't want to just sit here and talk at y'all all morning, okay? Okay. So let's see here. Let me make sure I am where I need to be. Okay, so we're really going to talk about two things today. And again, they both have to do with your headline, but this first thing is before you even go there. Before you go there and you're really looking at your headline and you're trying to tweak some things and you want to make sure that you're in the right space, right? Okay, I think I'm back. Let me know if you can still hear me, can still see me. I know that we had just a tiny bit of an issue with the our lovely internet service this morning, so let me know. Okay, and let's make sure we are still up and going on LinkedIn this morning. Let's see. Okay. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm so sorry about this. We were just getting started good, and then that happened. But I got to make sure that you're able to see me. And I'm not really quite sure at this point. Okay, here we are. Okay, so let's get back to it. So there are two things that we want to discuss this morning, and one of them is, okay, your mind shift. Now, what does that mean? So here's what I want to do, and I want you to let me know honestly about this. This is a moment of transparency. I'm going to be transparent as well. Okay, great, Nakia. Thank you so much. When you first came onto the LinkedIn application, you decided to make the leap because, everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram, but for some reason people hesitate to spend some time on LinkedIn. But when you decided to come into the fold, right? How many of you all, be honest, how many of you all copied and pasted your resume? You put it on there. You found an image that you thought was cute or was decent, at least. You popped it up there. And then that was it. That's all you did. Let me know in the comment section. How many of you all actually did? And I'll be the first to say I did that. I don't even know how many years ago it was that I got onto LinkedIn, and that's what I did. I got my stuff together. I, copied and pasted my resume, and I put it on LinkedIn, and that was the end of that. And every blue moon, I would go back and I would check to see, what's going on here? Did anybody see my stuff? Let me make sure this bullet is right. Or did I put this performance number right? How many of you all did that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, is no one going to be brave enough to say that that's what they did? Come on now. I know I'm not the only one. Okay. Well, if you're honest, most people do that. And that includes business owners. You put that up there and you feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, people are going to look at that. They're going to get as much information as they need. And yeah, I got that up there. And that's good enough. Well, specifically, especially when it comes to business owners, that's not enough. Okay? As a business owner, you have to navigate this space differently because you're not here to get your next position, right? You're here as a business owner, and you need to dig in and demonstrate to your industry who you are and what you're working with, because people are looking to you to find more information. Okay, this is a place that you are going to show that you are the subject matter expert in your industry. And that's what we're talking about today. So you have got to do what you need to do to differentiate yourself from all the other business owners out there. So here's the thing. If you're one of those people that cut and paste, you put your resume out there and that's all you did, that ends today. Okay? We're going to talk about that. So let's see here. Where do I want to go? Okay, so now we are actually going to talk about your headline. So let's do that. Let me show you a quick slide. And so I want to make sure that you all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say headline, because there are a lot of different sections in your profile. And by the way, there are so many places on your profile that you can tweak little things to generate leads for your business. There are so many places that you can tweak, add some words here, put some information there, flip around how you've done something in this space or that space on your personal profile. And understand, we're not talking about company pages here. We're talking about your personal profile. Why we're talking about the personal profile instead of a company page? Because especially when you are a small or medium-sized business, people want to make sure you are legitimate. They want to make sure you're credible before they spend money with you. They're not even really thinking about that business page, that company page yet. They're looking at your personal profile and they're vetting you on your personal profile. So let's talk about that headline. Let me show you this slide. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I still got to share my screen again now. And that's fine. Take a quick second. All right. There we go. So we're sharing the screen. You see now we're talking about the headline, and we're talking about that little blurb of information that's underneath your picture and underneath your name. That is your headline. That little 220 characters can have a big impact on whether you stop the scroll when someone comes to your profile. That little blurb is a part of your LinkedIn DNA. Okay. Now, why do I say DNA? Because it goes where you go. When you're on LinkedIn, if you post content, that little blurb shows up. Okay. If you comment on someone else's content, that little blurb shows up. If you publish an article on LinkedIn, someone has to, you know how we have to go to that other space on LinkedIn to read the article that you wrote? That little blurb shows up. So it's really important. Now, here's where we're getting to the goodie. And it's so simple, guys, but it is so important. It is really important that that little blurb speaks to your product or your service and how that will benefit your audience. Let that sink in, okay? It speaks to your product or your service and how that product or service is going to benefit your audience. Now, let me step back for a second. And I, once again, moment of transparency. Some of you all will admit this, some of you may not. That's fine. But here's the thing. As business owners, and I will be the first to admit that I've done it, we like to call ourselves business owners, right? We're CEOs. We're business owners. We are consultants. We give ourselves these wonderful names, and I'm not knocking it. We're working hard. Pat yourself on the back, okay? This is not a knock on that at all. However, in this space, let's take a step back, okay? This is, again, where you need to have a little bit of a mind shift on how you operate in this space. Now, here we go. In this space, it's not about you, business owner and CEO, okay? It's not about you. It's about your potential customer and it's about your potential partner. In this space, in your headline, and this is what I'm saying. You can agree or disagree, but this is what I'm saying. In this space, your headlines don't matter. Not your headlines, your titles don't matter. CEO, it doesn't matter. Business owner, it doesn't matter. And they become a waste of space if you use it for that purpose. Because those things, those titles don't tell anyone. It doesn't tell your potential customer. It doesn't tell your potential partner. It does not tell your audience what they need to know about you. And what they need to know is, how are you going to help me? What are you going to do for me? When you go to someone's profile and you read CEO, what does that mean to you? Okay, it means that they label themselves the chief operating officer of that business. But what does it mean to you? When you see someone that's labeled themselves a business owner, what does that say? It really says nothing but that, okay, maybe you're running a business. But what does that do for them? It doesn't do anything. So you need to make sure you take advantage of that very small piece of property on your LinkedIn personal profile, and you think about your audience. So this is what you do. Okay? Whoa, I'm about to knock stuff over here. This is what you need to do. You need to tell them, your audience, and you can write this down or not. I can send you some stuff at the end of this. You need to tell them who you help, what you offer, and how it benefits them. That's what you need to tell people in your headline. Again, repeat after me. Who you help, yes, Nakia. What your product or service is, and how it benefits them. Why? Because that's what people care about. I don't care that you're a CEO. That doesn't do anything for me. How are you going to make my life easier by what you do? That's what's going to make me stop scrolling and take a closer look at your profile. Now, I know it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but here's the thing. In order for someone to get interested in you, there has to be something that stops them in their tracks to make them say, let me click this profile and see what else is going on here. And CEO ain't going to get it. Business owner is not going to get it. Tell people what you do for them. Now, when you're doing that, one of the things I always tell people is you need to do kind of a keyword search, or maybe even you've already done it, right? When you put your marketing plan together with your marketing team, you all came up with some keywords. And those keywords are used. Those are the keywords that your audience uses to find you in the industry. So if they were to go to Google, and if they weren't Googling you directly, but they were actually Googling your industry or Googling your product or your service, what words would they use? Whatever those words are, you need to use. And I don't mean stuff keywords. I know we've all, at this day and age, we've heard of keyword stuffing. We don't want to do that. Quite frankly, it's just obvious. Stop it. Okay. But you do want to use some keywords so that people will find you. And that also helps your profile on Google's search engine optimization. Yes, it helps you rank on Google if you're using keywords of your industry in your LinkedIn profile. That's another tip, y'all. So make sure you do that. Okay. So here are some examples. And let me stop right there. Do we have any questions or anything? And I'm going to give you, some examples of what I mean. Okay. So let's say, for example, you are a realtor. Let's say you're a realtor. You're a real estate agent. Your focus or your niche is millennials, first-time home buyers who, don't have a lot of money for a down payment. So you might say something to the effect of, I assist millennials and just like that. I assist millennials and first-time home buyers in getting the money for their down payment or in navigating the FHA program or process. I don't know. I'm just coming up with this, y'all. But you see what I'm saying? It's who are you helping? What do you have that's going to help them? And how it's going to help them. Let's say you are a veterinarian. Let's say you offer services in Atlanta. Your primary niche is, you service horses who are preparing for the Kentucky Derby. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Why would anybody do that? But I'm just saying. So those are the types of things that you would use in your headline. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. Listen, remember, the headline shows up with everything you do on the app. It's part of your LinkedIn DNA. You got 220 characters. Make sure it counts. Okay. So let's see here. Are there any questions? Please put the questions down in the comments if you have any questions. Right now, I am actually going to give you a free worksheet that I have that's I created it just for that purpose, to help you create your headline. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the comments. Just go ahead and pick that up. It's free. Make sure you get that. Oh, you know what? I got to go over here to LinkedIn and put that in as well. All right. So make sure you pick that up for yourself. It walks you through just a short exercise. It tells you what you need to include in there, what you need to put in there. It gives you several questions that will help you get that information that you can then put together for a great headline. Remember, you only have 220 characters, but it can be so powerful to stop the scroll and get more eyes on your profile. So here's this thing also, and I've given that to you. Let's make sure that went on there correctly. Yes, it did. So here's something else. Again, like I was saying earlier, there are so many things that you can do on your personal profile that's going to help stop the scroll, that's going to get you ready for the business that you want to bring in 2021. So I have put together a training that's going to help you do that. Now, that training is called LinkedIn Power Profile for Business Owners in 2021. It's going to help us dig deeper into your headline. We're even going to go even deeper. It's going to talk about making your profile aesthetically pleasing. We're going to talk about some key things that you must include on your profile to make a difference and to make you stand out from all the other people on LinkedIn in your industry. We're even going to talk about tweaking your job history so that it speaks to a place of business ownership. So this is a training that I've got coming up in January. Listen, here's the thing. It's only $24 right now. I'm going to put that link in the comment section as well. It's only $24 this weekend only. For you guys that are on this call, you see it. You're seeing this about this first. So I'm giving you the $24 price. After this weekend, the rate's going to go up to $49. So get it. This is my Christmas gift. Get it while the getting is good. Make sure you take advantage of that. Let me put that over here in LinkedIn as well. So get signed up for that. I don't see any questions coming in right now. Again, guys, if you have any questions about anything that I've said, please put it in the comment section. I am watching the comments. I'm glad this is helpful to you, Nakia. I'm so glad to know that. So if we don't have any questions, and we're doing good on time. If we don't have any questions, guys, again, make sure that you connect with me. Again, you can connect with me here on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Facebook. And if you want to just, you got any questions or concerns, you can actually reach out to me on email, and I will reply to you there as well. What questions do we have? Okay, let's see here. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for spending time with me this morning. Is everybody ready for the holidays? Let me know in the comment section. Are you finished with your Christmas shopping? Are you waiting on something to be delivered? I'm waiting on something to be delivered. I ordered like 2 weeks ago, and all I'm getting is, it's coming. I'm not even getting a date. How about you guys? What's going on with you and your shipping for the holiday season? Anything? All right. Well, you all are not talking to me too much this morning. But listen, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'm so glad I was able to get this in before you completely knock off for the holidays. But be safe. Have a great time, whether you are able to spend time with your family in person or whether you've got to do it virtually. Enjoy. Be safe, have a great time, and come back in 2021 and get ready, because we're gonna roll into this and we're gonna make some things happen. So have a great Christmas. Fantastic, Nakia. I look forward to it. Have a great Christmas. Have a great holiday season, a great Hanukkah, a great Kwanzaa. Enjoy yourselves, and I will see you in 2021. Happy New Year as well. All right. Thanks, everybody.